What's up, guys? Rogue Royal Crew's back. We're on, what is it, like episode 12?
10.
12. 10, 12. No, we're on episode 10. Just put out a new tune, Heaven's Side of Hell. If you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you go and do so. It's on all the streaming platforms, YouTube. We got a new music video that we just put out as well on Friday. So YouTube, it's all at Rogue Royal Official, and then Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all the good stuff. Frickin', yeah. Everybody's pretty stoked about Primus's legs that I found out, at least.
Once they find out that it's Primus.
I've shown a couple of people had them guess, like 3/4 of the way. They're like, "Is that a dude?" And then they were questioning it still. They're like, "She's kind of hot." Like,
Dude, I had Scotty and John say they're watching the video and they're like, yeah, oh yeah.
oh shit!
Oh yeah. And even at the end, when he sits on the lap, they go, oh hell yeah. And all of a sudden whips off the wig and they both go, oh hell no. Dude, it was
We succeeded.
That's tough.
Oh yeah, it was perfect. Like they bought it up until the end.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Tank was pretty excited.
Oh, dude, the cast was perfect. We might as well shout everybody out. Josh Primus was the pseudo dude / chick. Austin Mittendorf was one of the tractor drivers. Ben Shermers was the other tractor driver. And then our buddies Tank and Bryce were the dudes on the bales. And my wife Lexi provided some legs for confusion's sake as well. And everybody was like perfect for their role in the video.
Let's not forget behind the scenes we had Brad and Cable.
And Brad running the cameras and Caleb helping out as well. And it was like frickin' 100 degrees out.
A little warm out here.
For a few hours that afternoon. And the frickin' barn at the farm went down like a month after we shot the video too.
I haven't even noticed.
So we just snuck it in before
I fell through the
No, it got leveled. They took it down because it was falling.
There was a
apart.
couple times where I took a step and was like, I don't think I'm gonna step in that spot.
Yeah,
again.
well, right in the door was rotting out. So, but the song turned out killer and the video turned out killer. That's what we were going for, was just a loose, good time video. Throw you off a little bit and make you guess. And Primus just nailed it too. Got to find a guy with some nice legs apparently, and
There's like not a hair on it.
no, clean as a whistle.
It's so smooth.
Have you guys looked in the Dropbox folder at all yet either?
No.
Brad put a lyric video in there, and it's even more ridiculous than the actual music video. So
I got a feeling I know what it's gonna be.
So we'll
That
be
cart dancing.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Alternate music video.
So we'll probably throw that on the channel in a couple weeks here too, just to really get everybody going. Oh, it's hilarious. But mixed up the sound a little bit on Heaven's Side of Hell, went with a little more twang, a little more rock and roll than past tunes. It was a song that I had laying around for a while now that we had been kind of playing at shows for about a year, and it was time to fucking bang it out in the studio, and we did. And also shout out to Colin Johnson for playing on it, and then Brett Havens for mixing and mastering the tune. We worked with him on the Different Dimension record, and then Heaven's Side of Hell, and we got another tune we're working on right now that we're going to be recording with him. And easy guy to work with, frickin' does a really good job mixing our stuff, and it's nice, you know, he knows us too, so he kind of knows what we like and what we want and what we're going for. So yeah, like, I don't know, we banged it out in a day and a half at the studio here, I think, or not even. We set up on a Friday night and kind of started recording on a Friday night, and then
Did we come back for solos, or it might have been one day?
I think we did rhythm tracks on Friday night, and then we did vocals and guitar solo the next day. And yeah, auxiliary. CJ laid down some B3 parts and stuff as well, and then yeah, was the Vibra-Slap real, or was that fake?
No, unfortunately, it
Oh,
was.
that's right.
Oh,
that was
Splice.
that was a
That's okay.
solid
sample
ad,
deal.
but
Perfect, yeah.
but yeah, it
A
was
real nice ad.
But it was.
Oh, and Dane. We can't
Dane.
forget we got to shout out Dane. He was helping engineer while we were recording that, and he was awesome to work with too. Fun guy to have in the studio. Yeah, and I think, what did your guitar solo, that was, you were running it, and then you're like, let me grab the SG.
Oh.
And then you just played it once, and that was it, right?
I had gone through like 4 or 5 takes on CJ's new custom shop telly. And Danny was also here that day just hanging
That's
out.
right.
And he had brought his SG and just popped it in the guitar rack. And yeah, I just grabbed that thing, one take from start of the lead to the end of the song, and that's that.
It had that like hairy
Oh yeah.
nastiness,
Oh yeah.
that an SG has, but it was like perfect too.
Yep.
Like it cut through exactly, because it was like, you know, it was there. You were playing the solo.
It just
all the
wasn't
same,
what
but it
I
wasn't
needed
like,
for like the sound of what my playing
Yeah.
is necessary to have. You know,
and we had kind
a
of
big single coil guy.
right, and we had kind of, you know, we had been playing the song kind of a certain way for, yeah, I guess about a year, probably, maybe not quite a year, but since last spring. And it was like, I don't know, when we got into the studio, we were sitting down. I just remember we were sitting down with CJ, and he's like, we got to push a little bit more of a driving feel. And I think we kind of changed like the rhythm guitar and the bass to kind of push, and your
Bass
kick
drum,
pattern,
ultimately.
was
To
just
just
steady.
be a 4 on the floor almost, yeah.
Yep, 4 on the floor. And it was like, as soon as we did that, the song kind of came to life. We're like, oh, hell yeah, this is going to be way better now.
Playing it for a year too gives you that opportunity when you're playing out to kind of feel things naturally and develop some parts and get tighter on things. And then when you bring it to the studio, playing it to the getting that groove to the click is essential, because like we're talking about this, you know, writing songs.
Yep.
Playing to a click and having these weird kind of parts that fit around that is difficult unless you've mastered, you know, playing the tune out live,
Right.
and then just kind of slowing parts down or speeding parts, because naturally you want to go on parts that drive, like a solo section or something. You just want to push it a little bit. And honestly, I think that's ultimately what we did, like since we were young, is just like write tunes, play them out, and see what people thought.
Iron
you know?
out.
Yep.
Yeah, iron everything out, kind of get comfortable with it, and then just take it in the studio, and then it's like muscle memory from there, you know. So
Right.
makes it 100% easier to get that take.
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to remember, when did we record Heaven Side of Hell?
Probably like 3 months ago, 2 months ago.
August?
Did we record it before Country Fest?
No.
Or was it
Yes,
after Country Fest?
because we wanted to release it by the time
Oh, but it was recorded before.
I
Country.
think
By the
we
time it was
recorded it
done,
like
it was
early
too,
summer.
we couldn't put it out before Country Fest because it was like ready like just before, and we
didn't have enough
we just
time.
kind of held off because we have to let it sit on Spotify for however long, and
Right.
we shot the music video. It had to have been like late July.
Yeah, because it was hotter than hell. So
Yeah,
it had to be like,
one of the hottest days of the year.
Yep.
So yeah, I think because I remember we were playing it on the tour last spring. So it was
Well, we recorded the music video in June. It looks like even middle of June, and then I'm guessing
So because we had came straight out of
we recorded at the beginning of June. So at the beginning of June and did the music video mid-June.
Yeah.
So we had came pretty much straight out of tour. That's right, because we wanted to record it because we had been playing it a bunch on the tour and then on whatever shows we had coming out of that. So we're like, let's, while it's fresh, let's record it. And then we kind of, changed some of those things and then had to re-dial in for the festivals and stuff this summer. Which is kind of an adjustment too when you're used to playing it a certain way all year. And we didn't do like any real big changes, but like that second verse, the way it pushes,
Right.
It gets heavier. And then I think other than that, it was really just the 4 on the floor and the bass that changed.
Yeah. That's pretty, same notes, just different way of approaching it.
Right.
I like it though. I've been listening to that specific part of it, how the bass and the kick drum do just keep the song driving.
Like,
Yeah.
It's way different, like you were saying, from those old tunes.
Yep.
Like
From
you
the
guys are
old
writing
demos.
you were getting close to metal. You know?
Yeah.
and I noticed, I've talked to people before and like, dude, I love that song. That song was so heavy. They're like, yeah, but we're cornering ourselves. And you said it, and like a couple other artists said it, and they start writing like softer music because it gives them a chance to open up to different, ideas and not be stuck in that corner of 0101.
Well, it's also music from the same artists. So it's still, it's still them writing the music. That's
Right.
not
It's still Rogue Royal.
right. And so that
We kind of just write whatever happens.
Right.
Like, we've never that's outside our genre. Like,
Yeah, I think that's what's great about music, like especially right now, is you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want. Like,
which is nice.
as long as you're independent.
Yeah,
For sure.
I mean, if you're on a big label or something, they're gonna want to keep you to your thing because they know they can sell it and they can make the money.
Yep.
But like for us, as an independent artist, like we want to get in front of as many people as possible. So if we have, a hard rock tune, a rock and roll country tune, a freaking this and that, that's just that many more people that are getting their ears
Like disco.
on our music. Disco. That's the next. We're gonna go Foo Fighters and do like a Bee Gees
Dude.
record.
Metallica tried that. They did an experimental thing. A lot of bands do that, and some bands just aren't capable of it because the fan base is so hardcore and set on like that way of, like this is what we're sold on. This is what we want to hear. This is what we like. So
Well, it's harder when you're like that big of an
Established.
artist.
Right.
And it's like, especially for Metallica, for example, they were like, coming from the underground metal
Thrash,
scene, and it was
yeah.
like rebellious thrash metal, like
Yep.
craziness.
it was.
And then in the
Metalheads
90s,
have
when they went
opinions.
blues rock, everybody was like, Even though I love that those couple Metallica records, but
Did the
I'm a
early
blues
ones?
rock guy. No, the '90s ones, the
Oh,
Load
yeah.
and Reload.
Garage.
Yeah. the
Garage was like didn't they do a bunch of covers on that one?
I honestly don't remember.
They did like Whiskey in the Jar and
I think it
Turn
was
the
all
Page
covers.
and stuff.
Yeah, that was a badass album.
Yeah, it actually was really cool.
Yep.
But I was talking about, or I guess Load and Reload were,
Oh yeah.
I guess,
Haircut
late
Metallica.
90s, early 2000s. Yeah, when they cut their hair. But I don't know, like, I think those albums rock.
Yeah.
There's a lot
But
of
you're a
good tunes
musician.
on there.
See, when you
Yeah.
market something, like somebody buys it because it's like that, they,
Right.
and then you change, and they're like, "Oh, what the hell happened?"
But the
Yeah.
Diehards got pissed when the Black Album came out.
That's weird.
Like
dude.
before, any of that stuff, because it was too.
commercialized.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Avenged Sevenfold. Like if you like their early stuff, you may have not have liked their later stuff, even with Mike Portnoy. Even though all those musicians, they're super talented
Yeah,
guys.
early Avenged Sevenfold, dude.
I know what you're saying, and I dig it so much. But it's like the later stuff is cool too because it's very like
It is
rhythmic
cool.
and powerful, and it's even though it's more straightforward,
It's cool, but it's
not as raw.
Freaking early Avenged Sevenfold.
Well, it's just tough because the Rev was such a major song.
Part of their writer.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
writing,
that's so hard to replace.
Yep.
You know, if it, you know, not that it's easy to replace anybody in a band, but like when it's one of the main songwriters,
Right.
that just takes so much
Well,
life
it's like
out of the.
even when AC/DC, now you're
Yep.
getting a different lyric writer
Yep.
in Angus and Malcolm.
Right.
They got to do most of the. They had to do most of it. Well, and Brian did it, and then they didn't let him,
Yeah.
and then they started having hits again.
Right. Well, and you know how much of that is just stuff they had still for Bond too.
Exactly.
You know.
The whole Back in Black album.
Yeah, you never know.
Dude,
Well,
let's not get into this.
They had that.
Yeah.
They had that album pretty much wrote. I mean, it's just like.
Not if you look up the frickin' statistics.
What do you mean?
Meaning they're saying frickin' Brian.
Because he gets the
Oh,
credit.
you're. Yeah. I know what
But
you're
if
saying.
you listen to the words, dude, Bond wrote them suckers. No doubt.
But it's also one of those things where if
How
Bond,
deep do you want to go on this?
if Bond was the singer on it, would it have had the same impact?
No, I don't
You know?
think so.
That's
I
the
don't
thing
think
to-
so.
yeah.
I don't think it would have been as big of an album. I don't think they would have wrote.
And I
to
love
as big
Bond.
of a
Like
band.
I'm
Me
a
too.
Bond era AC/DC
Dude.
guy. Like.
I'm
Bond
just picturing
CDC
Danny
through and
watching
through.
this in a
I
couple
know.
months. Just, what the heck is going on here?
Bond
Ready to
CDC
fight.
through and through, but I don't think, and I think Back in Black front to back is their best album, but I'm still a Bond CDC
Yeah.
guy. I also think that they wouldn't have had the recognition, the worldwide recognition as much, and it wouldn't have hit as hard, that album, without Brian Johnson singing.
Right. It just the way it screams through. I mean, when Back in Black hit, it's like.
Speaking of,
I
we
mean,
played that tune
Yeah, we did.
like a couple weeks ago for the first time in my life, and I've always loved that song.
yeah, I was playing
Like,
bass
dude.
for the first time in my life.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, he sang it. He played the
Dude,
bass.
you nailed
and
that
CJ
shit,
do it
dude.
on guitar.
My throat
And I was
bled
like,
for
I
a
think
day
I
or
know
two.
it. And we just like, I missed the bridge a little bit, and then I'm like, oh yeah, did it. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was such a wild time.
Yeah, at a wedding, they just
Yep.
wanted to keep rocking and rolling, so we were just pulling all the tricks
We
out of our
played 4 or
sleeve.
5 AC/DC songs. We're like, well, we don't know it, but we've heard it enough where
Yeah.
I think
They
we
kept
could get
saying,
through
"You
it."
know any more AC/DC?" Like, I guess.
Yeah, we know
Can
of it. We definitely know of it.
Yeah, because we played TNT,
Whole lot of
Probably
Rosie.
Rosie, Shook Me,
Sure, and-
Back in Black.
There might even been another one by that. I don't know, dude. They were.
They were loving it.
That's wild.
But yeah, I mean that song just kicks the door down. Like Back
It
in
does.
Black, those vocals come
space.
screaming in.
The space and the intensity in that song combined.
Like that's, yeah. I mean that's just rock and roll,
Yep.
right? That's like if you think of is there a better just straight up rock and roll track than Back in Black? Just as far as like parts to make, like if you told AI
It's a very deep question.
to make
Yeah.
like the rock and roll track, like
Highway to Hell, dude.
Yeah. But
it's,
no, because
it's hard because you always go to AC/DC though, and you think like
Yeah,
just
you
like
do.
a rock and roll
Yep,
track.
yep. Like the-
just simple, straightforward
Yep.
rock and roll.
most easy to digest.
Yeah.
And it's one of the heaviest
If you
riffs.
do a deep dive, though, dude, you do start to realize how many riffs they do have that aren't like, oh, this is all the same. Like
Right.
they got stuff that's rather good and not straightforward.
Yeah, but Mutt Lang, their producer on a lot of
Couple
those.
albums. They're
like-
3 big ones.
Yeah, I mean he had a lot to do with that too. Like, and even like with Brian singing and stuff, like he was the guy pulling the strings
Oh,
in the
yeah.
studio, like, you know.
That's where you get what's that song? Touch Too Much. Sounding like, well, Def Leppard ended up sounding like that
Yup.
song.
Oh, dude, Touch Too Much. I think that might be my favorite AC/DC track. Touch Too Much.
It's a good one.
That's weird.
Or
I
Gone
like,
Shooting off of
Gone Shooting. That's a good tune.
is that not Powerage?
Is that Let There Be Rock? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Let There Be Rock's a good album through, too.
Down shooting.
Keep trying to get you guys to do Sin City, but we'll get there one of these days.
You just keep playing it at sound check.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys, let's do the 50th most popular AC/DC song. The crowd will love it.
Dude, they're all hits though. That's
No, here's the
They
thing,
got
dude. You
50
play
hits.
it and they don't know it, so they think it's your song, and they're like, "Wow, that was great!"
Yeah,
just
that
because
could
it's a
be.
straightforward AC/DC song, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, "Wow, you guys can write like AC/DC." Turns out it is AC/DC.
It only took
I'm
Monty.
just gonna always say, "Is this airborne?"
It only took Monty.
I had Danny with that on the disc golf course. I was like, "Please don't be mad if I'm wrong," but I'm like, "Serious? Is this airborne?"
Probably was. Was it?
No,
Oh, it was
it's
AC/DC. He plays Airborne too.
I was just curious if he was gonna be like, "What, dude?" No.
Well, Airborne rocks too.
There was
Too much,
another
too
band,
young, too fast.
another band that really had that vibe, but they were from the same time as AC/DC.
Were they?
Oh.
I can't remember the name.
They're Australian.
Dirty
Oh,
Roses,
They are. Yeah.
something like that.
Wasn't Brian Johnson we're really hanging on to the AC/DC topic
In a
here, but-
vacuum commercial right before he went on to.
Oh, well, that I didn't know about.
And they walked across the street and auditioned for AC/DC. Right
you
after-
serious?
Yeah. Dude, you can look up that commercial. It's awesome.
But he was in like a band like Gordy or something. Was
Jordy
that
or
Jordy?
Gordy, yeah.
Jordy. Yeah.
With, like some British, like almost like poppy. Like he didn't sing anything remotely close to what he sang like on Back
No,
in
not
Black.
really.
The
He
Back
actually
in
had
Black
a
record.
he has a cool other singing voice too. The one he used in.
Probably gone now.
Oh yeah, he can't hear anything anymore either. He's hearing shop. That's why they had Axel singing for those
Yep.
couple of years there.
Chris Cornell, same thing.
Yep.
Ozzy changed his. I mean, his was he had sustain, but you know, as far as like endurance is what I mean, because of his tone, he didn't like scratch his voice up so much that it became a growl and a lower.
But on record, dude, what do they call that?
Huh?
AI.
AI?
What?
On record, they would doctor his voice to.
Oh, well, I'm
Sound.
sure. I mean, they do.
Ozzy?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it was just doubling though.
That
Yeah.
too.
You know,
yeah, they
you
did
double your
that.
vocals and it gives you that kind of sound. And I'm sure they were doing a lot of stuff. I mean, Ozzy needed a lot of doctoring in general.
Besides, yeah.
Music aside,
Where's my beer?
more nitrous, more nitrous.
I don't
Ozzy, we're at the max.
I was just thinking though, somebody who hasn't lost their voice is the Tesla singer, and he's
Jeff
got a
Keith,
rasp.
dude.
Yeah, he's
Jeff
got
Keith and, he
Jeff
smokes
Tate.
cigarettes.
That's rare.
Dude,
Dude, that is
and
wild.
he still
isn't it?
sings like the old days.
I know. Well, Rob Halford's close, but like his was way up there. I saw him like last year or whatever. He's
Jeff Keith still
can-
sounds like the record though.
I know,
That's
that's the
It's
crazy
wild.
part.
You go see him and you're like, dude, that sounded like the song.
Yeah.
And
Tesla's
he's
a good band, too.
68 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know anything about Tesla.
I don't know much, but dang, man, they can play. And like local.
They were like one of those bands that were like too late.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? They were just a hair too late.
They got lumped in with glam metal and they
Oh.
weren't.
Yeah.
What?
And they weren't glam metal,
No.
but they got lumped in with that shit and
That shit.
they were jeans and t-shirts, rock and roll, straightforward.
Okay,
They were like
Yeah, but
farmers
grunge was
from
happening. So and that's
well,
what
they
people
do. They
wanted.
come out in like '85.
Was Tesla?
86.
I thought they were like 90.
No, like 85, 86. They came right in the glam metal phase, and they would get brushed off as like the farm boys.
Yeah.
Because they were jeans and t-shirt farmers from Northern California.
And Sock Center and
But that's what it was. So they got brushed off as that, and they weren't glam metal. They
Right.
were rockers. They were just straightforward rockers. Once again, like AC/DC style, but a little more.
so speaking of glam metal, What do you think about later Kiss?
80s Kiss?
Yeah, like when they
I
started.
was made for loving you, Gaby.
it's not
I was
a
made
bad
for loving you, dude. I love
Yes.
that
That
song.
shit slaps.
I know it hits still, dude.
Yeah.
that's
The
what I'm
beginning of That's My Boy.
saying. Dude, that's
Dude, I don't know. I always liked Kiss. Like,
Yeah.
Rock and Roll
Unmasked.
Over is Kiss's best album.
well, yeah. I mean, one of their.
I don't like how they act as people, but their music is good.
what do you mean? Gene Simmons seems like a nice guy.
I read a comment. I read a funny comment like, oh, I'm gonna butcher it, but like hitting a car, a parked car, then insurance comes, like you're dealing with it, and he'd be like the guy that would charge you $1,000 for a meet and greet for that scenario. Like, I can't remember
That's
exactly.
That's just
good.
for his tongue. I mean, you can't beat Detroit Rock City. Come on.
Oh,
Best song
dude.
for sure. My
Detroit Rock
favorite.
The
City. like-
movie?
Love Gun, actually.
That's a good movie.
I know I get shit for it, but I always liked Lick It Up. Off
Lick It
that
Up? Yeah, ain't
record.
bad.
And
I
that
hate
was
how much I
90s,
like
wasn't
Heaven's
it?
on Fire. That one's pretty
Look It
dorky.
Up, that's Unmasked. That's got to be like 82 or something
Well, I just got showed a song.
like that. But,
yeah.
dude, I Want You off the Rock and Roll Over album. We should be playing that one.
Great tune. I just got showed a tune. I've heard it
How
before.
many choruses does it have? If it's over 40, I'm done.
It's like 3, dude.
It's like, no, it's like
it's
two
like- yeah,
choruses,
2 or
a
3.
guitar solo.
That's
and
most
2
Kiss songs.
verses.
So like they'll play the
I know.
chorus like 1,000
I know,
times
I
and
know,
it'll
I'm-
fade out.
No, no,
I'm with you, I don't
It's,
like that.
dude, you got to dig deeper on Kiss and cut the radio song.
Black Diamond. Black Diamond.
I have no
Just like
idea.
AC/DC.
Yeah.
It's like
like any
unheard.
band.
Peter Criss sings it. Danny showed me it the other day. It hits, but it's kind of like he screeches. Like he's doesn't sing like Paul Stanley or Gene or I mean Ace. They all have different voices, obviously. But Peter Criss, he's like during the. But then it's I don't know. The music just hits. It's like heavy hitting. It's
Yeah.
like raw shit. I guess. It's cool.
Well,
Cool
they
band.
were like mind-boggling when they came out.
I know
you
the pyro, everything.
the whole
What about
production scenario.
Ted Nugent playing the Super Bowl this year?
No, he's not.
Yeah,
no
right.
way.
He said, "No, he's not an American."
Happy Gilmore's caddy is playing this.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's where I know that guy from.
Same.
That's where I know that guy from. That's hilarious. Oh my
I
god.
had no idea that was Bad Bunny.
I did.
That whole time. I
Was it
like,
really?
what? Yeah.
No shit.
In the new one?
Yeah,
He's
his
the caddy.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
so I was.
Oh,
I was
no
Happy
way.
Gilmore. Okay,
Caddy's
okay.
playing the Super Bowl.
That's
Dude, that's
hilarious. I didn't even realize that.
I was like, damn, they look exactly the same. Turns out,
Oh my gosh.
every time you think
That
Happy
wasn't
Gilmore-
bad. I'm
what
not
song?
mad about Happy Gilmore too.
No, that was a good movie.
It's alright. I like
It's
the
goofy, but I
first one.
laughed.
The
I
first
mean,
one.
like,
Yeah.
that's what's to be expected when you're going to do a nostalgia.
30 years
Yeah.
later.
You know,
bunch of callbacks.
they're going
and
to
then just
pull out
over
all the
top.
tricks out of their head.
All the tricks.
Dude,
yeah.
the first one's unbeatable. That's why
Yeah.
I didn't expect the second one to be
Oh,
as
yeah,
good
you
as the
can't.
first one, but I
Yeah.
expected it to be as good as it was.
Yeah. Same.
It's very rare the sequel actually lives up. There's
Right.
no way.
Well, they had so many callbacks that it like took you back to the first one a bunch. They had all the characters.
Dude, Eminem's cameo was
all the cameos.
I didn't
in it, they
realize
were
that was
great.
him until I heard him swearing in the fucking swamp, and I'm like, oh shit.
Detroit.
What's the first song you think of when you think of Happy Gilmore?
Tuesday's got
Tuesday's
all-
Gone.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly. Yeah. What a classic. And some
Amazing.
people don't like it. I love that song.
Happy place.
Don't like Tuesday's Gone.
Yeah, dude. And the instant you say Leonard
doesn't
Skinner,
like
people think
Tuesday's Gone?
Freebird or Sweet
No,
Home
my
Alabama. But that smell and Tuesday's Gone are my favorite tunes.
Yeah.
I know guitar players probably
I
say
know
Call
Give Me
the
Three
Breeze.
Steps is Monty's favorite.
Give me
Skinner
three
tune.
strokes.
Tell you what, I have appreciation for it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a great song.
Yeah.
Just I'd rather play You Got That Right.
Dude, you got that right.
That's
one
always-
of my favorites.
I have a
Number
hard
one.
time picking a favorite Skinner tune.
I Never Dreamed. That's my favorite Skynyrd song.
Anything on Street
I
Survivors.
think I have to go to
Yep.
Saturday Night Special, just because when I was
Great tune.
when I was 12, listening to the Greatest Hits album. It just like that would for some reason what's the
Ballad of Curtis Bow.
what's the one that
I
opens
Need
up
You?
with all like the cymbal?
I ain't the one.
Yeah, it is. I Ain't the One, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Oh yeah.
The
That was-
studio version.
Yeah,
good tune.
dude. When I was 12, I'd listen to that song on repeat for
a good
some
riff.
reason.
Yep.
It's just like, and then the whistle, and it kicks in. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yep.
So when are you gonna learn that one?
Yeah, one of these days. Holy
Crazy,
smokes.
dude. I even do the reverse drums on it. No, I'm just kidding.
Say, what do you got back there? A little mixing board? You can.
No, I do
the
it by
swells?
manual, like the old-fashioned way. You like go in reverse.
Do
All
you
your
actually
hits.
do it?
No, I'm just kidding.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Dude, it'd be sweet. We've tried it though live like that.
Dude,
We've done a version like that.
what's that song? Traveling Man. That's one
Traveling
of my
Man's a
favorite
good tune.
Skinner
That's a good
songs.
one.
The live one though, that live off the
T for
one
Texas.
off the Jimmy Rogers song.
Oh
but
yeah.
Skinner's
Back in
version
67.
is
Yeah.
banging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, bring her back her on since we were talking about Skinner. Heaven Side of Hell streaming everywhere. Pretty heavily influenced from our Southern rock heroes, Skinner. So yeah, make sure you check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, whichever your preferred streaming platform is. And check out the music video. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to have more stuff rolling out with the new tune that you're not going to want to miss. And then, yeah, we got another song we're working on right now. So make sure you guys are ready for some new music. We'll be hitting you with links and content and all that stuff. So make sure you check it out. Thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate you. We're Rogue Royal. We'll see you next time.